This is Misty with Cancerian Chronicles. Welcome or welcome back. We are going to do just a quick little check-in to see what the energy is for the sign of Cancer. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node. Really, if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, the messages may resonate. And if you happen to be dealing with a Cancer, the messages may also be for you. So let's go ahead and let's see what we have. Do I keep this one? This seemed a little bit iffy, but the number is 911. It says out with the old and in with the new. I love it. At the bottom is 6060. And it says you may have unfinished business or tasks to attend to. Reconnect with the divine, family, friends, that project you're avoiding, or your goals. And at the top it says 919. Pay close attention to your dreams for an important message or guidance. Okay, very interesting. If there's something that someone has been dreaming about, like a past goal, definitely with that reconnect with a past project, that might be a really strong message for someone to go ahead and dive into that. I really feel like this is about letting go of like some type of past habits. Yeah, it says it's time to take action. Some old way of thinking, so to speak. I'm hearing something about cleaning up your neighborhood. So this could also have something to do with like, you know, just cleaning up your social circle, who it is that you're spending your time with. I'm hearing the word lackadaisical. Is that, what is lackadaisical? Is that about being lazy or something like that? Or just kind of laissez-faire? I can't even think of the actual words in English. What is that? What does lackadaisical mean?
Here's the definition of lackadaisical. Lacking
Okay.
enthusiasm and determination. Carelessly lazy.
Okay, it is lazy. It says carelessly lazy, lacking enthusiasm and determination. So it could be that for some of you guys, the message is to let go of like that type of habit. If you've been feeling like, you know, maybe you have been kind of stuck in that energy. Hi, Pavi, how are you? So let's keep going. Oh, geez. This is too much. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, messages for Cancer. Okay, so we have two. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches with this full moon in Capricorn. And it also says a new start is coming. A new start is coming. So that makes perfect sense, you guys. If you are currently struggling in some type of cycle that, you know, it's been constantly like you're struggling or not knowing what to do, it feels like that is coming to an end. It says here to take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out, right? So someone might be feeling kind of panicky at this very moment. Um, and you're really just being guided. It's kind of like the more you panic, I almost feel like I'm hearing you keep on passing me by. So the more that you're like in this anxious state, it's almost like you can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see opportunities that are surrounding you, opportunities that are being presented to you, because you're all focused, laser focused on kind of like you're suffering, and you have to get out of that energy so that you can see what it is to do. Some of you guys may need to kind of go back to, if you used to and stop doing this, that's kind of the sense that I'm getting, but there's a sense of like going back to just breathing or doing things that kind of get you in a more calm state, because that's the energy that you're going to have to be in so that you can see clearly. Okay. At the top, it says emotions are running high. What did I say? It's like someone is like in total panic mode. Like my hands are kind of shaky right now. Like someone is panicking and you have to calm down. Okay. One thing that I'm being reminded of, so my background is in education, and one thing that I remember we had a training, and it was about students and their brains, right? So when your brain is like in this fight or flight mode, like that's kind of like you're in panic or something like that, like your brain cannot function. Your brain does not function. You cannot expect someone to learn or absorb information when they're in that fight or flight mode. And that's what I feel like. Like someone is like just like super shaky, super nervous. You have to calm down. You have all the answers that you need, but you're not going to recognize it if you keep yourself, and yes, I said keep yourself, because you can control whether or not you calm down that energy. Okay. But if you keep yourself in a perpetual fight or flight mode, victim mode, then you're not going to be able to see what it is, like your next steps is kind of what I'm getting with that. Okay. We have, yeah, we saw this already. It was at the top of the deck, but it just went ahead and came out. It says it's time to take action. So I feel like there's a sense of like, okay, step one, like first and foremost, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to get yourself into a more calm and grounded state, right? Once you do that, it feels like, remember we said, pay close attention to your dreams for an important message. For some of you guys, it may not necessarily be a dream. Like every one of us is different. For some of you, you might be meditating, you might hear something, you might feel something, you might dream something, but it's like there's some type of knowing, perhaps for some of you guys, where it's just like you're gonna know those next steps, or you're gonna be guided with what steps to take, and your responsibility is to actually take them. Like, don't just get the information and then tuck it away and then go back into panic mode of like, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. You cannot, like, you're not going to be able to take that action until you get yourself out of that particular mode. Yeah. So at the bottom, it says a time to give rather than take. I feel like, yeah, don't just take the information in and sit on it and do nothing with it. Yeah, communication is key. I almost feel like for some of you guys, with that, communication is key and it's time to take action. There's a sense of like, once you kind of, if you get some type of ideas that come into you, you may want to, if you have a very close friend, someone that a confidant or something like that, you may want to actually talk to them about it and kind of flush out your ideas. I'm being guided to, like, really, it doesn't have to even necessarily be a friend. It's just someone else that you can connect to that is almost like going to give you just like a neutral or unbiased opinion about what it is that you're doing. And I feel like they'll be able to really help you flush out your ideas. That's the sense that I'm getting with that, right? Let's see. Trying to get one more out of this deck, but we might just be done with it. Yeah, hold your vision. If someone is on the brink of like feeling like they are about to give up on a particular vision that they've had or dream that they've had, especially with this out with the old and in with the new, whatever this is that you've been dreaming of, that you've been working on, it's almost like you're halfway there, or you're almost halfway there, or a little bit more than halfway there. So I know it may have been like, for some of you guys, it's been like feels like a long haul or something like that, or a long time coming, but don't give up on that one, right? I feel like out with the old is more about out with things that are keeping you from realizing your vision, that are like maybe keeping you in a mindset that's keeping you away from realizing your dreams, your goals, your visions. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, it says someone needs a healthy dose of the silent treatment, and that actually popped in reverse. Someone might be keeping quiet about something The end of a tough cycle approaches. Like, this is guidance for me that someone needs to speak out on something, whether this is you're speaking your mind to a person when it has to do with a relationship, or if this is at work, you're having to speak your mind, maybe about the way that you're being treated. But I'm hearing something about diplomatic, and I also heard at the same time tactfully so. So this is not about like going in somewhere, charging in, and you did this and I, like, no, this is like coming up with a tactful way to express something that has been on your mind. For some of you guys, you may be going through some type of tough time, and you have family or close friends that can actually assist you, but they can't help you if they don't know that you're going through this tough time. I just looked down at this card and I was actually only guided to the word vulnerable. So some of you guys are going to be, you're being required to be a little bit more vulnerable. Yeah. I feel like someone has like an aversion like to being feeling like they're weak, or like they're vulnerable or something like that. Yeah, it says nurture and take care of yourself, your physical needs. So if someone is hi Monica, hi Gloria. If someone is like, if you're at a state where you're like you are barely making ends meet, right? Then the guidance is for you to focus on those actual needs, right? Not focusing in like, don't come in asking like, hey, what about this relationship, but you don't have your financial needs met. Like, you can't focus on that thing until you get this other thing kind of situated, right? If you are having a lot of health problems, right? But you're wanting to like increase hours, like you're focused on money because you're wanting to increase hours and make more money, but your health is not all the way together. There's something to do with some type of priorities. Because if you're already feeling unwell, I'm hearing the word unrest. If you're already feeling unwell, adding on more time, more work, working harder, it's only going to serve as a means of getting you sicker. So that's not something that you want to do. It's like you have to put first things first. Yeah. It says here, oh, geez, okay. It says an X is an X for a reason. So I don't know if someone is putting the needs of like a past relationship or a soon-to-be past relationship, putting that person's needs before their own. I'm getting something with the throat chakra, the throat area. So again, this is back to not speaking out. Someone is not speaking out. Monica, if they're not picking up your call, it's because they don't want to talk to you. Yeah, let's keep going. I also feel like, for some of you guys, even with a job, right? Like if you left a certain job or a certain type of job, a certain field, like you left it for a reason. Like if things were not working out with a person, place, or thing, and you left it behind, right? I almost feel like there could be a sense of like someone getting into a panic mode because like what you're pursuing right now may not be at the level at the level that you want it to be, and so there's almost like a panicking and trying to rush back to your past. I almost feel like a lot of the times, like when we get in that panic mode, because we're not exactly seeing what it is that we want to see, right? And we try to go back to the old, like the new is just waiting right around the corner. You have to just keep going. At the top, it says, if you can't accept your flaws, you don't need them. If they can't accept your flaws, you don't need them. And that goes for a lover, some family member, a job, your boss. It does not matter. If they don't accept you as you are, you don't need them. And that makes me think again about someone who is focused on the needs of someone else. Hi, Manaya. So let's see. Okay, it says research, study past traditions to better understand your present circumstances and receive additional guidance. So here again, this is about something with you getting some type of guidance, right? Remember, we already had that with pay attention to your dreams, pay close attention to your dreams for some important message or guidance. And here we go again. And it's time to take action. I almost feel like some of you guys receive quite a bit of spiritual information. Like, maybe you get a lot of downloads and you're not, and that's fine, but you're not taking action on it. You're not doing the thing. So it's like if you have ancestors, if you have, some type of guardian angels, if you have, whatever your guides are, I don't know if I said ancestors, but if you have beings connecting with you and giving you information, giving you ideas, right? Giving you knowledge, you're meant to do something with it. It's not just like, hey, this is a fun little trick, a fun little game. No, you're supposed to do something with it. Yeah. At the bottom, it says, stop being so available. Find something better to do. And I feel like for some of you guys, especially those that are so focused on like love, 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 love. There are better things that you can do. Like you don't have to go out searching and seeking love, right? Usually it will come and find you. It will come and find you. And if you put your nose, I'm hearing like put your nose in the books, right? So if you put your nose into studying or researching or working on something or the thing that you're meant to be doing, then you won't be, I'm hearing something about a jitterbug. You won't be so focused on love life or the fact that maybe you don't have a love life or, it's not going the way that you want. There is more to life. And definitely you can have it all, but it may not come in the order that you're hoping that it comes. It may not come at the time that you're expecting it to come, right? Okay, let's keep going. We have, now would be a great time to create a relationship agreement. And I feel like this is something to do, because it's falling under the hold your vision. I think this has to do with creating some type of an agreement with yourself and for yourself. Because remember, we started out with the old and in with the new. And I feel like this really has a lot to do with like past, I don't want to say mistakes or past like old habits or something like that, that you need to kind of change and let out with that. It's like in order to bring out like whatever it is that you're wanting for this new life, for this new you're gonna have to let go of some of those old negative habits that are no longer serving you. So while you're holding your vision, it's almost like, I don't know, I see someone writing like in a diary. And so it's kind of like writing something out to yourself about what it is that you envision for your life, whatever this vision is. What do you look like? Like, what are you doing? Like there's something to do with that. So like we're talking about habits, right? Or I'm talking about habits. So if I'm saying that there are some habits that, it feels like there are some old habits that someone needs to let go of. We talked about like someone's health, right? If you know that you are not supposed to be eating certain foods and you're eating them anyway, then when you are writing this new version or this vision of what your life looks like, in that vision, I'm pretty sure you're healthy, right? So there would be something about, you writing in this contract how you only put the best things, consume the best foods or produce or whatever, right? If there is something to do with like relationship and you have a habit of like accepting people that are not in your best interest, that you're having to run around and chase after, then you might want to put in that vision that, something to do with how you attract, right, the best person for you, or you attract a beautiful, loving relationship with a partner who is loyal and, all of those good things, right? And I feel the need to say, like, we're not just talking about, like, don't get in there talking about some tall, dark, and handsome. Okay, everybody's asking for that. Like, this is about looking deeper at something to do with, like, the characteristic traits. At the bottom, we still have stop being so available, find something better to do. And it says stay out of his phone. Either you trust him or you don't. So I don't know what that is about. It just feels like someone, I don't want to say OCD, but it just feels like kind of like someone who is constantly ruminating and thinking about, like, the worst case scenario for everything. Yeah. This has nothing to do with, I mean, I don't even think that this fits, but for some of you guys, it's kind of like if you think someone is cheating, most likely they are, or you have some healing to do. You're feeling insecure. You're not confident in yourself. Because why would, like, me personally, like, if I felt like someone were cheating on me, like, for me, that's like, that's their bad. That's their loss. Like, why would they? Some of you guys need to work on your confidence levels, you guys. And know that, like, even if someone is cheating, like, it's their loss. It's not yours. Like, what are you worried about? Why are you wasting time and energy thinking about that person? Yeah, I don't know. And for some of you guys, going back to this relationship agreement, like, you know, there are certain things that I feel like people don't talk about up front, right? And that's kind of the old way of doing things, where people, it's like you slowly get to know things. Like, you wait until you're married and then you come to find out this person likes multiple partners. No, you need to ask this person up front. In the day and age that we're living in right now, right? There are people that they like, you know, same-sex partners. Like, there are a lot of people that are bisexual, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if it's a problem for you, ask them up front. Like, why are you waiting for date number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? Ask them up front, because if it's a problem with you, then you need to know, right? And there are some things, some kinks is what I'm hearing, pun intended, but there are some kinks that need to be worked out. Hi, LP 1300. Let's see. Let's see what else we have. It says, eliminate any confusion. There should be no I think, or I'm pretty sure, or he should just know. He or she should just know. What did I just say? Some of you guys are going to have to go back to the drawing board. I know, LP 1300, I hadn't been on live for a while. Like, someone needs to make sure that they're being crystal clear on expectations before going all in. Yeah, be more selfish. You're doing too much. For some of you guys, that's the old habit that needs to be let go of. You're doing too much in a relationship. You're doing too much at a job. You're doing too much in the friendship. You're doing too much for family. And it doesn't mean that you can't do anything for them, but that's like, as long as people are also giving to you. I'm really big on that. Like, all of that, you know, you're chasing after making other people happy, and then at the end of the day, there's nothing left for you. That's not okay. Yeah, it says you're working out of balance. You're working out a balance within yourself, right? You're dark and you're light. So there's a need to, like, you know, yes, you can be kind and giving, but you also need to balance that out with your times of just being selfish, because you need to replenish yourself, your own body. It says have your own friend group. You don't have to share everything. I feel like for some of you guys, it's like you eat. Okay, what I'm hearing is that someone, like, some of you guys eat, sleep, and shit. You know, basically, like, to where it's like your life revolves around a person or a group or, you know, something, some situation. And let, like, the guidance is for you to, again, we already saw, find something better to do, but also you need to find some friends or a group that actually thinks the way that you think, or they have the same type of goal or vision that you have, that's going to help you continue to move forward with whatever this is that you're wanting to do. It says you're not Captain Save yeah, you're not here to save people. Let that grown person figure it out themselves. So again, we're talking about if someone who, like that old habit of going in and doing too much for everyone else aside from yourself, that is something that it needs to be like out with the old, in with the new. And I think that like the 911, like, it is critical that you do so, right? Like, you're not going to see anything truly grow the way that you want to see it if you are still holding on to that that type of habit. So yeah. All right, so I am going to go ahead and leave it there. This was just a little quickie so I can get back into the habit of doing live. Absolutely, absolutely. LP 1300 says I accept. Let me see, this is a little hard to I accept all the goodness and abundance the universe has for me. Absolutely. And you have to know that there is definitely enough for everyone. There's plenty to go around for everyone, you guys. So that just makes me feel like if someone is struggling to, like, fighting for one particular job, there are more jobs. And if you're not getting the one that you keep applying for, it's because really it's not your job. There's something better out there for you. Running behind like one person, like, there are more people in the world. There are more people that you can connect with, more friends, right? So just someone, like, make sure that you're working on having a more abundant mentality, okay? So those are the messages for now. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff. Also, remember, we are still doing the, once we get to 800 subscribers, I'm giving away 4 free readings. So you don't want to miss out. All you have to do is subscribe so that you can see the announcement that you won. And then you want to make sure that you're leaving a comment, because I take your name from the comments to put it into the drawing. So all right, I love you. Thanks for being here, and have a beautiful, fantabulous day. Bye now. Mwah.